Ladies and gentlemen, the Genesis Warhawks with the Gambling House.
The first A group of the morning, the Genesis Warhawks. Their theme this Boxing Day, who's hungry? Things we like to eat.
Yes.
Now, I'm a foodie. So I was very tuned to their theme this morning. Ghislaine, you are an expert on execution. Your views just on how they executed this morning.
I think they did well. I think I would have liked to see a little more energy at the front, but I understand the logistics. Listen, I've been there, I know, but they did well. They were beautiful.
Yes.
Costumes are beautiful.
Yes, they were beautiful, and their costumes appeared to be fully pasted and decorated beautifully. I just wanted to see a little more energy from the front. We saw the choreographed section. They were nicely adorned,
Very
depicted
creative.
correctly.
Very, very creative.
And I like the different genres of food exhibition.
I tell you, as a foodie, I was very tuned. I got it.
Yes.
From the Starbucks to the KFC to the Chinese.
And the Chinese and the this and the that. But I liked the fact that they thought outside the box, because they really showcased all of the various array of food options that are here in the Bahamas. And they paid homage to a lot of the bakeries that are in town. Sweet Mouth in particular is very, very unique to me because
small businesses.
Yes, small businesses. And I like the fact, though, that I don't know if you noticed, but see, in Junkanoo we notice these little small intricate details. But the drummers, the tum-tum drummers and bass drummers, and the bellers who encapsulated them were very important also, because it depicted the type of cuisine that you will select. So you may not have seen that, but I watched every section, and I watched how they were exhibiting and what they were trying to portray. And remember, you preempted this by reading their theme. So from my memory of what you read versus what I saw, I would say they did a wonderful job. The only drawback I have is in the front, I wanted to see a little more energy. But I know how it is. I get it. We've been in the trying to come at the gate first. Listen, but they did well, and they were succinct, like they were together. And so I congratulate them. Like I said before, the members of the senior members of Genesis are not new to Junkanoo.
Right.
They're new as a team, as a group, but they've done tremendously well, and I congratulate them for that.
You know, Ghislaine, coming out, you would know, coming out first on Boxing Day is not easy. It's very, very hard. And I kind of disagree with you, because when they came out here, they got the crowd involved.
Yeah.
You had the ice cream truck. They were throwing out candy, ice cream, all kind of stuff, and it was good. People were excited. People were throwing up their hands just to catch something. They didn't know what it was they were catching, but they knew it was free. Yeah, they knew it was free.
The element of surprise.
It was good, and they executed the theme wonderfully. There was candy, there was ice cream, there was every food you could think of. There was bamboo shack. I love that they kept it Bahamian. I love seeing Bahamian.
And I know you enjoyed the KFC.
Of course. Man, it was good. I thought it was wonderfully executed.
I enjoyed everything.
Agreed. We know. We saw you looking to see if they're going to give any food. No, but like I said, I love the costuming. I just wanted to see a little more excitement in the front.
I would be remiss if I did not congratulate you on your recent honoring and being inducted into the national Junkanoo
legend.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
That is an honor that is not taken lightly.
No, in fact, I was so surprised because historically the National Junkanoo Committee we would be involved in formulating all of the possible honorees, but this year 2023 we're not involved at all. And when I received the call that I was going to, I said, really, me, you sure? And they said, yes, yes. But I'm humbled and I'm honored to be in this esteemed circle of my seasoned Junkanoos. And it just shows you hard work does pay off. Because my history in Junkanoo stems almost 40 years. I know I'm 25.
25.
There you go. You see, there you go.
Say it proudly.
Indeed.
Proudly.
But I love Junkanoo. I love the camaraderie of Junkanoo, and I love the ability that this is ours, and I am here to set a legacy to help and safeguard it. I like the fact that women have been welcomed into Junkanoo. I extremely appreciate the fact that we have an asset, a valuable asset to contribute to this sport, this love, this culture, this spirit that we love so much. And it is now being accepted. Because oftentimes you can be a part of something but not be accepted.
Sure.
But our contributions are very accepted, and I appreciate that. I applaud everyone who, my predecessors before me, those who were inducted with me, and those who will come after me. It's an honor to be in that particular circle.
Now, Krishlane, we know that people come from all over the world, all over the globe to see Junkanoo.
Yes.
But people are also watching online as well.
Yes.
And we know that people for those at home who don't know, Krishlane plays a very pivotal role in spreading Junkanoo across the globe.
Yes.
We just had a really historic feat involving UNESCO. You want to speak about that?
Yes, yes. Most definitely. First, before I begin, I'd like to pay homage to our hard-working committee, our Secretary General Deidre Bevins, and the committee members are Percy Francis, Arlene Nash Ferguson, Nicole Sutherland King, Henry Higgins, Dion Miller, Dr. Dwight Marshall, myself, Krishlane Smith, and I said Henry Higgins already, and Andrew Edwards is the 8th person because there are 8 of us. But the beauty of it is that we worked tirelessly over the last 3 years. Yeah. And what it is that it was an inscription committee to subscribe to UNESCO to become an esteemed intangible. Yeah. What that means is that it safeguards our foremost cultural expression, which is Junkanoo. And in doing so, the world recognizes that the Bahamas is known for Junkanoo. So the foremost cultural expression in the Bahamas will now and forever be named Junkanoo. And that means a lot because why?
Incredible.
Because now we are become eligible for highlights for venture capitalists, for persons who are interested in coming to the Bahamas, and just recently on Eleuthero, the parade on Eleuthero was on Saturday. And the parade on Eleuthero was on Saturday, and the National Geographics was there. Because they heard about our inscription, and they're also here today. So just think about it. Think
today?
about when they're here tonight.
Okay.
And think about when the world really recognizes and understands how synonymous Junkanoo is to the Bahamas, similar to those in Jamaica with reggae, and similar to the other cultural festivals in the world. Yeah. There is nothing, bar none, nowhere in the world like Junkanoo. We are the greatest, the best.
Krishlane, I got to stick a pin in there for just a moment, because as a part of our broadcast, we always want to give our audience an opportunity to experience all facets. Our Marlena Leonard is standing by. She is positioned at the end of Bay Street on that all-important turn.
Oh, Elizabeth Avenue.
Elizabeth Avenue.
Yes.
Marlena,
Very
I know
important.
you've been waiting a moment. We're going to swing over to our Marlena Leonard now. Marlena, what can you show us from your vantage point tonight? We do apologize. We're having a bit of an audio issue there with Marlena. We'll get that sorted out and come back to her in just a moment. But Kislane, in the interim, help us to understand what this designation means for the Bahamas.
Well, globally, as I had mentioned earlier, a few moments ago, reggae is synonymous to Jamaica, and other festivals are synonymous to their own country. The inscription of UNESCO means that it is an intangible, meaning intangible. This as bacon. Don't try to take this from me. This as. It's intangible to the Bahamas, and it means that it solidifies the authenticity and the importance of a cultural expression, the way that it was described in our inscription. So you may ask, what is Junkanoo? Junkanoo is a spirit. It's an expression. Like when you see me, you see I have on my eyelashes now?
Yeah.
When you see me put on my costume, I become this ultra ego because the spirit embodies me and it allows me to become this ultra person that I'm not. This is lights, camera, action. Like I know another theme is similar to that. But the inscription is a significant tool because one, venture capitalists can finally say, okay, if I would like to subscribe, or if I'd like to donate, or if I'd like to assist in one way or another, but I don't want to do it to one particular Junkanoo group, I'd like to do it to a body. And so then they will then be able to subscribe, in some words, or donate to our Junkanoo culture in the Bahamas. They can help us throughout the country because Junkanoo is not just on New Providence, and this is the beauty of the National Junkanoo Committee. Junkanoo is all throughout the Bahamas, and every island has its own unique description of how their Junkanoo is because they use the parameters that are there with them to portray that. Now we're seeing, I think the Minister of Tourism mentioned recently about the number of tourists who travel to our country. They don't necessarily travel to New Providence anymore to get to those islands, you know, because on Eleuthera there are 3 international airports. On Exuma is an international airport, and other islands like San Salvador even has an international airport. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that Junkanoo is balanced and that it's the same no matter where you go throughout the country, that it is there. These things are just some of the iceberg. Also, not everybody wants to participate in a participatory fashion via a parade. Some persons prefer literatures. Some persons prefer poetry. Some persons prefer the artwork. And so by our inscription, it allows us to funnel through our archipelago to encourage and entice Bahamians to want to be a part of the culture. You may not necessarily want to participate in the parade and want to be out here similar to this, but you may have a very descriptive origin that you'd want to show, and in showcasing that you may do it through writing, through artwork, through theme, through anything else. And so that is why the inscription of, that's one of the reasons why the inscription of UNESCO is so important.
All right, so in just a few moments, we are going to go back down on the street just for the benefit of our audience. The Immortals Junkanoo and Community Organization is coming up right now. I'm going to ask our crew to give us a shot of that from down on Rawson Square. Their theme this morning is, I understand it's Foundation Junkanoo and Community Organization. Their theme is the story of Joseph of Egypt. If we can take some of that now. You see they're highlighting Joseph's adventure into Egypt, being sold as a slave by his brothers to Egyptians, his work as a servant, being thrown into jail, as well as many other remarkable things that happened to him during his Egyptian period. Foundation Junkanoo Group, their theme this morning is the story of Joseph. We're going to allow you to enjoy a bit of this group as they come. This is a B group. I'm going to allow you to enjoy a bit of this group just for a moment as they are about to come through the parade. I think we have somebody ready. It looks like, all right, we look out. Our Jamila Missick is also ready. We're going to swing over to Jamila. All right, we understand that we're going to wait for just a moment. But in the meantime, here is Foundation Junkanoo Community Organization.